Welcome to SnapCam. Our team brings you the most terrifying trail cam footage you would ever witness. From the dangerous grizzly bear to the stalker cougar, you would watch everything you expect in the dark woods. Aliens, meat-eating deer, mountain lions, big cats, and crawling strangely creatures will be presented to your naked eye. Brace yourselves for this adventurous and frightening journey. Have you ever camped in a forest at midnight? Do you think there are strange entities in the deep dark woods? When was the last time you went cycling? In this video, you will watch a cyclist trying to explore the beautiful forest. Suddenly, out of nowhere, he was chased by a grizzly bear. The bear was humongous, and it found the cyclist as its next prey. The cyclist tried to get away from the bear, but he realized that it was too late. The bear ran behind him and had no intention to leave him alone. The brave cyclist got down from his bike and ran towards a tree. He hid behind a tree for a few seconds and checked for the bear. The grizzly bear was waiting behind him, and this scared the cyclist. He didn't know what to do. He thought that he wouldn't make it out of there alive, but he was saved by a few hunters who fired shots to scare off the dangerous grizzly bear. Did this encounter terrify you? Well, what's more carrier than a bear attack? A Utah hiker was hiking down in the early morning when he found a cougar stalking him from far behind. He tried to remain calm and slowly move away. The cougar was determined to follow the hiker. He tried to shoo away the cougar by shouting at it and trying to appear big before him. When we looked more into the footage, we found out that the hiker's name is Kyle Burgess, and he was stalked by a cougar for 6 minutes straight. The 26-year-old was terrified, and he thought that he would be attacked by the cougar. He said that there were 2 cubs along with the cougar, and Mama was trying to save its babies. A similar incident happened to 2 friends who were exploring the mountains when they came across a dangerous mountain lion. They heard some weird noises as they were climbing the mountain, and they decided to find out where it was coming from. They found a nearby cave and entered it. Little did they know that they would witness the most horrific incident of their lives. As soon as they entered the cave, they saw a dangerous mountain lion sitting inside. They didn't know what to do, and they were too shocked to react. They moved back and fled the place immediately. The 2 friends had all the luck in the world, as they were neither followed nor attacked by the mountain lion. Forest is a dark place to be. We don't know what we experience. Its beauty attracts a lot of people to camp there. A man decided to camp in the dark woods all alone. He chose a place and all the essentials. As the night approached, he heard strange noises. At first, he thought it could be some wild animals wandering around. Then he was curious to find out where the noise was coming from. He opened his tent and thoroughly checked outside. He even took his camera to capture pictures of wild animals. But what waited for him over there was not a wild animal, but a strange entity. An alien-looking figure stood before him with a glowing body. It had no features and was blankly looking. The camper was startled, but he kept calm. He looked into the alien and realized that it had no features, no eyes, no mouth, not even one single bodily feature. The man fled from the place and came back to his camp. He had nowhere else to go, as by that time it was midnight. He had to spend the night all alone, scared in the forest. What would you do if you were him? Would you remain in the forest or go home? In this video, you can see a kangaroo attacking a man's dog aggressively. The man was in shock, as his pet was under the hold of the dangerous kangaroo. He hit the kangaroo and saved his dog. Deer are frequently seen grazing in grasslands and woods for vegetation when we observe them. They solely consume plant materials, such as grasses and leaves, according to what you've presumably already been told. Surprisingly, deer are not strictly herbivorous animals. They probably eat mostly plants, and that much is certain. The researchers have, however, frequently been perplexed by their nutrition. For a long time, we all thought deer were herbivores, but it looks like we were all wrong about it. A deer was found munching on a small bird. The deer had somehow caught the bird and eaten it without leaving any remains. Deer are opportunistic omnivores despite being natural herbivores. The majority of the food consumed by deer is plant materials. In particular, they are referred to as ruminants, which refers to the fact that they have many stomach chambers to aid in the digestion of grass and other vegetation without entirely chewing it. The deer won't have any problems eating meat. The majority of its nutrients come from the plants it eats. However, Chewing on animal bones is a good source of calcium for herbivorous animals like deer. Deer are still considered herbivores because meat only makes up a very small portion of their diet. Their bodies as a whole are made to ingest and digest plant matter. They would have modifications to aid in hunting and killing if they were designed to consume enormous amounts of flesh. What's not to love about spending time outdoors, toasting marshmallows, and inhaling the welcoming smell of a campfire? It's fun to go camping, but regrettably, there might be risks when venturing into the wilderness. Camping inherently involves coming into contact with wildlife. It's best to be ready so that you are not caught off guard when a wildcat attacks you. In this video, you can see a lady camping in the first daylight when the group of big cats came toward her tent and started licking the tent all over. The brave lady closed the tent and secured it before they could enter. The wildcats were so thirsty that they licked the rain droplets from the tent. They were clueless that their prey was sitting inside the tent. The lady captured everything and posted it on her social media. The video went viral, and many people were scared to know that she was all alone in the tent, and she was not scared. The lady is an experienced camper, and she handled the situation well enough to save her life. Big cats are difficult to flee from or even scare away due to their lightning-fast reflexes and ability to strike at will without prior notice. They don't give us a chance to respond, and if they find out that we are defenseless and helpless as well, there won't be any reprieve. The big cats can also sneak up on us, surprise us by approaching from behind or the sides, or even drop down from a tree. Additionally, they can blend in with the grasses, hide behind rocks and other obstacles, or ascend trees to wait for prey. The issue is that they won't offer us any warning or opportunity to react, so when we unexpectedly come across wild big cats, we will be taken aback. We can escape from the wild cats with luck and timing, but how about from ghostly creatures? A man found an abandoned house in the middle of the forest, and he heard loud noises from there. He decided to check the whole house and find what was in there. He took out his torch and opened the door. Suddenly he found a crawling creature coming towards him. He was terrified and stood there for a moment. He fled the scene and closed the door. The creature could still be there, and it would attract other people who explore the forest. Normally, wolves in the wild don't threaten people. Due to their extreme caution, wolves typically avoid interacting with people. Simply put, they simply have no interest in us since they neither view us as prey nor as conspecifics. In human contact, it is feasible that they will retreat in a relaxed manner rather than a panicked one, or that they will assess the situation first. Puppies may display more curiosity and innocence than older animals. In historical records, predatory attacks, that is, incidents in which wolves attacked humans to consume them, are also regarded as outliers. Predatory wolf attacks are linked to very particular environmental circumstances. In this video, you can see a dangerous wolf crossing the road in the middle of the night. The wolf looks humongous, and it has an aggressive face. Luckily, no one was attacked. It could easily kill anyone with one bite. A group of bikers took out their bikes and went for a night ride in India. Soon they found a humanoid walking towards their direction. It was around midnight, and the bikers were scared. They took out their cameras to shoot the frightening event. Then they fled the place on their bikes. What would you do if you were in their place? How would you save yourselves? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in our next video.